Hi, welcome back, my dear student. In this lecture here, I'm going to show you how to make the code that you're watching right now, that you're looking at, that we did in the last lecture, a lot easier than what it is right now. The reason I'm showing you the long version of it in the beginning is because you need to know it. You need to build that foundation so that way you can see what's easy and what's not easy. All right. So we saw that we needed to instantiate this object in order for us to, you know, to use it, right? Of course, we need to do that. We need to bring in the values from the database, right? And then once we bring the values in, we need to instantiate the object so we can use the properties. That way we can assign the values of the arrays to these properties. Now, this is like a lot of trouble, right? We have to do this all the time. Imagine we had a lot more values, right? Well, why don't we make a method that will do this for us? That will instantiate the object and will assign the values to this arrays right here, right? We assign the object properties to this. It will assign the array values to our object properties. All right. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go to a user class and let's make a method here called, let's just say it's a static method first. And let's call it Instantiation. Hopefully I'm spelling it right. If not, that's okay. That's a custom name anyways, right? And what we want to do is want to take all this code out of here, including the instance right here, and cut it. Come back here, paste it. Oops. Paste it right there. And if you want to fix that, you can. I will fix my code, but I'm not going to do it right here when you are watching, since it's going to take a little bit of time. So, but anyway, I'm going to rename this object, because we can't name it as user here. Well, we could, but it makes more sense naming it something else like object. The object, and here we could say new self. So that way it talks about itself, right? We are referring to this object self. All right. Now we got to change some of these values to here, right? All right here. Okay. So now this object will be able to instantiate itself with this method. All right. So that's pretty cool. Let's return that so that way we can use it. Now, keep in mind that what I'm showing you right now is the long version of it. All right, we still will have to write 50 times the code if we had a table with 50 values. All right, the best way to do this is actually creating a loop, so we can loop through the array and at the same time assign the values, those array values, to our object properties. All right, so I think that's going to be really cool. In the next lecture, all right, we're going to be learning how to do that. Let's just organize this a little bit. Let me show you how I do it, so that way you can do it yourself. All right. Anyways, on the next lecture, we are going to be learning how to do this awesome iteration through this object and do everything automatically. It's going to be really fun. It's going to make our class super powerful. All right. So I see you in the next lecture. Take care.